What up, y'all? LocsNLoad Firearm Reviews here today with another gun rant video. Alright, so I wasn't going to do this video, but I just saw the ruling and it just came out. So this is coming from Reuters? I don't know how to say it. So, as it says, U.S. Supreme Court throws out rulings upholding gun restrictions. So I'm going to read from this article and then we'll talk about it. All right, Washington, June 30. On the heels of last week's landmark ruling expanding individual gun rights, the U.S. Supreme Court on Thursday threw out several lower court rulings that had upheld gun restrictions, including bans on assault-style rifles in Maryland and large-capacity magazines in New Jersey and California. The actions by the justices sent these cases back to lower courts to reconsider in light of their June 23rd ruling that declared for the first time a constitutional right to carry a handgun in public for self-defense. Last week's 6-3 ruling, with the conservative justices in the majority and liberal justices in the dissent, struck down New York State's limits on carrying concealed handguns outside the home. The court found that the law enacted in 1913 violated a person's right to keep and bear arms under the Second Amendment. The ruling also clarified how courts must now assess whether regulations are valid under the U.S. Constitution's Second Amendment, requiring them to be comparable with restrictions traditionally adopted throughout U.S. history. Legal experts say, and gun control advocates fear, such a standard could lead courts to invalidate more gun restrictions nationwide. Hopefully they do. The justices' actions on Thursday meant that the lower courts will allow gun restrictions. The justices' actions on Thursday meant that lower courts that allowed gun restrictions will have to reconsider decisions, including one upholding Maryland's ban on highly dangerous military-style assault rifles. I love how they say that, highly dangerous military-style assault rifles. All right, Maryland enacted this ban after a shooter used such a weapon in the 2012 killing of 20 children and 6 adults at a Sandy Hook elementary school in Newtown, Connecticut. 5 other states also banned these weapons, Maryland said in legal filings. Assault-type rifles have been a recurring feature in U.S. mass shootings in recent years, including the May 24th attack that killed 19 children and 2 teachers at an elementary school in Texas. So the one we had just talked about, Uvalde, I think that's how you say it, Uvalde, Texas. And the May 14th attack that killed 10 people at a grocery store in Buffalo, New York. The Maryland plaintiffs sued in 2020 despite conceding that their case was doomed under a 2017 ruling by the Richmond, Virginia-based 4th U.S. Goddamn, right? All these. All right, so 2017 ruling by the Richmond, Virginia-based 4th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. I don't know how these legal people say all this, which had upheld Maryland's ban. The Supreme Court declined to hear an appealing of that ruling. Contesting the term assault weapon as an inaccurate political term, the Maryland plaintiffs said that assault weapons cannot be outright banned because they are in common use by millions of law-abiding individuals, just like the handguns at issue in the landmark 2008 Supreme Court ruling striking down a ban on firearms in the U.S. Capitol. The justices sent back to lower courts other rulings upholding bans in New Jersey and California on firearm magazines with more than 10 rounds of ammunition. The challenges in those cases were filed by state affiliates of the NRA, a gun rights group closely aligned with Republicans. They had to put that in there. All right. The Supreme Court also threw out a lower court decision that upheld Hawaii's restrictions on openly carrying firearms in public as valid under the Second Amendment. Gun rights, cherished by many Americans and promised by the country's 18th century founders, are a continuous issue in a nation with high levels of firearm violence. Last week's ruling represented the court's most important statement on gun rights in more than a decade. The court in 2008 recognized for the first time an individual's right to keep guns at home for self-defense in a District of Columbia case, and in 2010 applied that right to the states. President Joe Biden, 2 days after the court invalidated New York's gun measure, signed into law last Saturday the first major federal gun reform in 3 decades. The new law blocks gun sales to those convicted of abusing unmarried intimate partners and cracks down on gun sales to purchasers convicted of domestic violence. It also provides a new federal funding to states that administer red flag laws intended to remove guns from people deemed dangerous to themselves and others. It does not ban the sales of assault-style rifles or high-capacity magazines, policies Biden supports, but it does take some steps on background checks by allowing access for the first time to information on significant crimes committed by juveniles. All right, so that's the article. So basically, the U.S. Supreme Court is sitting back down to the lower courts, a number of gun restrictions that I guess these states wanted passed. Like it was saying with New York, the ruling that just came down, California, New Jersey on magazine capacities, and then you have Hawaii with open carry. So this is a good thing. No, this is the second pro two-way ruling from the Supreme Court that has helped out us gun owners. So I can't really complain. This is what we want. We want to have, like it says, shall not be infringed. And so we've been fighting for I don't know how many years, before I was even born, about this shit, right? Since at least 85, that's when they had the assault weapons banned by the Clintons. This is a big win for us gun community, but this is not a moment for us, again, like I said in the other video, to take our rocks of responsibility and put them down. There's still more fight to be had. This is the second ruling in our favor. Anti-gunners are pissed. They are pissed. Joe Biden is mad. You see, he's trying to pass anything and everything he can to still have some kind of gun restriction. Right? So guys, so again, pat yourself on the back, pro two-way people. We did another good job. 2-0 right now. But be ready for an attack, because if you think the anti-gunners are going to stop, fold, or quit, they're not. If anything, they're going to be motivated more than a motherfucker. So, but again, this is our right. It's our constitutional right, right? And I saw in the other video when I did about Roe vs. Wade, people saying it's not a constitutional right. Agreed. Okay, cool. This is a constitutional right, and so shall not be infringed. So this is a big win for us. I'm excited. For the people of New York, I'm happy to see you guys finally are able to carry protection, because your city is wild as fuck. California, I'm happy to see that you guys are starting to see the light. New Jersey, you too, right? I want all these anti-gun states to finally see the light and understand that you cannot stop criminals from doing what criminals do. All you can do is prepare the law-abiding citizen as much as possible to counter those threats. And so that's why the Second Amendment, if you ask me, the Second Amendment is the most important amendment. Because again, without the second, you wouldn't have a first. All right, and without the second, to be honest, without the second, you wouldn't have any other amendments. To be honest, the Second Amendment is the one amendment that gives people the absolute, if shit hit the fan, this is what we're gonna do. And so, again, huge win for the gun community. So yeah, put your thoughts down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this ruling. Are you happy about it? Are you mad about it? Are you indifferent about it? What does this mean to you? I want to hear you guys' thoughts. You guys, 1,000 plus of y'all watch the video, but maybe 20 give a comment. I want to see hundreds of comments. If 1,000 people watch it, I want to see at least 500 comments. All right. So put it down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay dangerous. Like I say, big blick. at all times. Big blick at all times. Look at this, bigger blick, bigger blick. Big blick at all times. Stay dangerous. LocsNLoad out.